Hey, welcome back to the channel, Captain Chad Gabs. This is Tina. Super, super nervous, unconfident, fucking everything in the book. Lacks confidence. She's super fearful. She's completely under-socialized, completely underexposed. She came from the shelter. She was bred a couple of times. Then she was, I guess, surrendered. I don't know. Sometimes the stories are a little skewed. That's just what the owner heard. Could be true. Definitely has had puppies. But anyway, I guess this video is going to talk a little bit about have you ever met that person that's like, oh my god, like all dogs love me, and they're like really serious about that. Um, Anybody that actually says that, I don't believe. Like I don't believe that. Um, I think those people put a lot of unnecessary stress on dogs because they just want to pet them and they just love me, they love me. And dogs like show like either like a certain level of like mirrored energy back, which makes them think that the dogs are extra excited to see them, but they're only basically mimicking the fucking extremely, overbearing energy that the dog probably doesn't really even want, but is just tolerating. Like, dude, like the dog's just tolerating it, and you're lucky that that dog's tolerating it because a lot of dogs will bite the shit out of you for that. This one actually almost bit one of her owner's friends as a result of putting the face into the face. Like, dude, like the reason why dogs actually like me is because I respect them enough not to do that kind of shit. Like I meet them where they're at. A lot of people see these transformations. These dogs go from wanting to bite me to wanting to be my friend. Well, it's just because I meet them where they're at, and it's just because I understand where they're at and I respect where they're at. And I do not assume that every dog wants affection from me. Like when dogs show up here, I don't even look at them. That's not an exaggeration. I do not look at the dogs, especially if they're coming here for like rehabilitation type stuff. Like, dude, this dog doesn't know me from a hole in the ground. You think by me going, oh my god, douchey, boo boo, doo doo, that I'm gonna like get through to the dog quicker? No, no, I'm not, and neither are you. So maybe this is a video for somebody who gives dogs like way too much affection at first and doesn't really give the dog the opportunity for familiarity, doesn't respect the dog, just wants to take from the dog because they're so excited to see the dog. Like I get it, it comes from a good place in the heart, but it's not like vets and like people that work at like grooming shops and places. There's a lot of great people in those fields that really just understand that the less you actually engage, the better. Like, just shut up. Like, be quiet, do your job, get in, get out. Don't try to be this hero and try to like oogie boo boo a dog out of fear or skepticism or uncertainty, because that's not going to work. It's actually going to make it worse. So, anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. The owner was like, "Oh my god!" Like the dog, she like literally out here, like almost bit somebody, and she's like coming up to me. I threw a couple pieces of food, hadn't looked at her, hadn't touched her, hadn't talked to her, but here she is walking up to me and like putting her paw on me and like totally allowing me. And even then, at that point, I didn't put my hands on her and I didn't look at her. I was like, I give her a piece of food, but dude, like, why did the dog do that? Was it because I oogie boo boo dooed her? No. It's because I didn't pose a threat. I didn't cross a line. I didn't push her. I didn't put her I didn't put her under any unnecessary stress. And she respected that. And so she gave me the nod really early on, and her owner was relatively impressed. And that's when I go on to explain, I'm not the guy that thinks every dog wants my fucking affection, dude, because that's not how this game works. So anyway, I thought that was a pretty cool topic to talk about. I haven't posted a YouTube video in a while. I appreciate everybody still tuning in. If you are still here, wow, she caught a fly. Good job. Good job, Tina. That's a good dog. Good. So there we are. Oh, what are we going to work on? Dude, confidence building. Confidence building 100%. But here's the thing. This dog doesn't have any experience actually having a leader, having an actual handler. Now, that's not a knock on the owner because she's going to see this. There's a difference between having a dog and like managing a dog, right? There's a difference between those two. The main difference is having a dog is just sort of having a dog and not really incorporating specific things that's going to provide clarity for the dog, okay? Managing a dog is when you have a format, you have rules, you have boundaries, you have a way that we do things, a way that we live together. Now this is going to provide the clarity, okay? So one of the reasons why this dog is extraordinarily nervous is because of her inexperience and just hasn't really seen a lot of the world and hasn't been managed, okay? and she's been bounced all over the fucking place. So there's been no stability either. So that's what we're going to give her. She has amazing owners who adopted her from the shelter. Like, she's got sagging titties from the litter. Like, honestly, amazing people to have helped this dog. And now here we are in the rehabilitation phase, where we're going to incorporate this format and this equation that is going to provide clarity, stability. It's going to build confidence, and the dog is going to understand what to do. Okay? What's one thing that causes nervousness? When you show up to a job and you have no idea what you're doing, you're going to be nervous. But let's say you have, you know, your homie that you're working with that kind of grabs your hand and he's like, hey man, don't trip. I'm going to show you how to do everything. You're going to feel a sense of relief, and you're probably going to get through that much better. And when you get to the other side, you would have gone through a bunch of uncomfortable scenarios, but you did it, and you're going to be stronger for it. And that's precisely what we're going to be doing for Miss Tina here. Guys, thanks for watching the video. I'm Captain Chad Gabbs. This is Tina Turner. That's not her. I just made that up, but maybe that's what we'll call her. Huh? All right. We got some relationship building to do. You know, a couple of days hanging out, maybe going on some walks together, building some rapport, and then we'll get into some structured stuff and start incorporating the things that we do here at Team Floppy Ears. I'm excited. If you guys would like an update on her, if you guys want to see some of the process, let me know. It's likely I'll be posting some of that on my Patreon page. If you don't know about that, I have a Patreon page where I post pretty specific things that are happening within the cases that I have. Tina will definitely make the cut on that. So it's patreon.com/teamfloppyears. You could follow me on Instagram, Team Floppy Ears. You could follow me on TikTok. I am the dog Moses. And what else, man? We got Facebook that I don't really use. I have 61,000 followers on Facebook, and I do not touch that platform. Don't ask me why. Maybe I spend too much time on TikTok and on Instagram. Anyway, that's what I got for you. Love y'all. Peace.